Hello everybody, Keith Doherty here and welcome to this very special training presentation that we have for you today. And of course I'm joined by my partners in crime here today. We have Russell Snyder's with us. So Russell, you there?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hope your day is going great so far.
And then of course we have Pat, who's usually behind the scenes in the whole Ecom Inspector lab, making things cool and great for you guys. And he's kind of hanging out to make sure if we have any technical issues or things like that, Pat's there to help us as well. So what's going to happen is we're going to take a few minutes here. We know sometimes people are running just a little behind, so we'll take 1 or 2 minutes. We're going to finish getting everything in order, and then we have our special guest that Russell had to do a little arm twisting here because what you're about to see is not generally available to the public. So you can't go and get this information anywhere. But we really want you guys to have the most possible success when it comes to using Ecom Inspector, as well as building your e-commerce stores and doing anything online really. So Russell kind of reached out. He kind of called in a favor, and we have somebody very special here today, and you're going to be able to learn an extreme amount about getting better conversions and what to look for and all sorts of things like that. So what I recommend to get the most out of this call is to really kind of just set aside the distractions for about 60 minutes or so. Turn off Facebook, put your phone on vibrate, get out a pad of paper and a pen, and just take notes, because that's what I do. I sit here and I listen and I absorb all the information so that I can use it, and I just make notes, and then I go back through, and then I can implement that in my business. So we're going to be turning the video on in just a second, so we're going to get things going. So can you guys hear us? I guess this is our audio while we're sitting here talking. If you can hear our audio, okay, just type yes in the question box. We'll make sure that, all right, so that appears as though that is working. And like I said, we're going to get started in probably just about a minute or two when people, we'll give people the last minute to come on board, and then we're going to go ahead and kick things off here. All right, excellent. All right, cool. Well, with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Russell, and he's, like I said, he's the one that made all this happen for you guys. So you guys can thank him for putting this together. I'm going to hand it over to Russell, and he's going to make an introduction, and we're going to go ahead and dive right in for you guys here.
Okay. So hello, everybody. In early 2016, I had the good fortune of meeting this person who's our special guest today. His name is Demetrius, and at a mastermind. And what Demetrius became an expert in is Google Analytics and other kind of behind the scenes things that help people maximize their revenue and profit when running e-commerce businesses. And he started doing some consulting and has had over, I think it's 50 clients, and had extraordinary results. And now Demetrius has agreed to come on here and present some stuff that he has shared with these people during these high-paid consulting gigs, and that's the introduction. So Demetrius, we're so happy to have you here, and I know our people don't like too much fluff, so let's get right into it.
Pleasure is all mine. I'm super happy to be here, and I'd like to always like to mix with people, get the ability to teach new people, and having the ability to tell people what am I doing and how we can help them scale their online business is always a great task. So without further ado, I know your time is precious. All of us, our time is precious. So I'm going to start right away. So today we are going to talk about the 6 top mistakes you're doing right now in your Ecom business, and of course the $100,000 case study. But before we start, as I'm here for you guys, and one thing that you should know, I'm based in Greece, born and raised. So right now the time is 10 p.m. For me, but I love being here. No one made me being here, without my will. Maybe probably Russell. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm here for you, so I want you to be here for me, because right now the things I'm going to share, they're really going to help you scale your online business, and this is a pure value presentation where even if you get, all this free information that I'm going to share with you today, you can definitely go ahead and scale your online business. So please, for the next hour or so, please put away your smartphone, all the emails, all the distractions. Make sure you turn them all off, because what I'm going to share is going to be pure value. Pinky promise. I really, really do promise. So what are you going to get? The top 6 mistakes, as I said, that you're doing right now in your ecom business. And this is an actual case study from a client of mine that I used to work, that he made $100,000 in pure profit in 90 days simply by learning how to read his Google Analytics data. And one of the turndowns, downturns. Sorry, my English is not my my first language, so sometimes I have to think in Greek first and then translate. So one of the downsides is that this number you're seeing right here, it could be way, way bigger, way, way higher, because this person right here was self-fulfilling from Reno, Nevada. He was self-fulfilling the actual products, and then he had a major problem because he was selling like 200, 220 pieces of that product every single day. So his supplier ran out of that specific products he couldn't find really early. So we had to scale down his campaigns big time for about 40 days. So that number would be way, way higher, but still, this is pure profit after all Facebook ads, cost of goods, all other expenses. Okay, so I'm going to teach that for you today. So if you stay until the end, I have a bonus gift that I'm going to share with you. I wrote a really, really simple guide, but really, really valuable information. It's what are the 10 most important conversion killers. It's in a really simple format that if you try to change them, when you try to change them, not if, that will immediately boost your conversion rate. So who am I and why you should listen to me? I know that Russell made a small introduction, but these are all the things that you need to know about me. My name is Dimitri, last name Skiadas. Actually, it's Skiadas, but many people really confuse my name, so I try to make it a little bit easier, although I don't think it becomes a little much easier. So I've been a training partner at Soundfrog, an instructor at Academics. I do a lot of international public speaking and training. I've been working with Don Wilson closely and Gear Bubble. I've been a personal coach to the biggest names in our industry, like Nishan Bartois, Donald Wilson, Matt Smith, Thomas Barke, Will Velasquez, and a lot of other names that for their own reasons that they don't like their names revealed. The most important thing that you need to know about me is that I've been doing this professionally, what I'm going to teach you. So this is not something that I read somewhere, or this is not something that I didn't try myself. Okay, I've been a Google Analytics expert and e-commerce strategy since 2010, and I've been doing this full time since 2015 for the past 2 years. And of course, I'm a dad, husband, a world traveler, and freedompreneur. So this is the reason why I'm doing all the things that I'm doing right now. And one of the things that I forgot to add right here is that only this past year in 2016, I helped my clients make more than $20 million collectively only in 2016. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. And this is a picture with me with Gary Vaynerchuk, and the only reason that I use this picture, first of all, it's really, really cool picture, to have with Gary V. So I spent literally 2 minutes with him while in San Diego last year for the Traffic and Conversion Summit, and he really, really impacted me because I always knew that I loved helping people, but after I met with this guy, we literally spent less than 2 minutes, and he literally had more than 20, 25 people maybe waiting for him to greet, and he was always a smile, and he was looking me directly in the eyes. He didn't look at his phone the whole time, and I said to myself, if this guy it's a multi-millionaire investor, he has so many things, he's a role model, so active on Facebook and all the social media channels. If he has 2 minutes of his time to talk to a stranger that he literally had no idea who he was, and he didn't give a shit about who I was, okay, so can I. Okay, so I'm doing this. I love helping people. Okay, but after meeting with him, I realized that how much I love helping people. So exactly what I told you right now. I'm in my house. I came out of the office. I'm here, with my wife and little daughter that just went to sleep. But I love being here. No one made me do it. Okay, so the things that I'm going to share with you is make sure that you take really good care, not care, really good notice and try to implement in your business right away. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is the biggest problem with your Shopify store right now? Shopify problems. Facebook ads not converting. This is the number one question that I see every single day. I get a lot of private messages. I have also a Facebook group which has about like 4,000, more than 4,000 members right now, and I see that that question comes up a lot. Okay, this is our number one problem that has to do with Shopify and Facebook ads, of course. And I will try to help you a little bit on answering that, on giving a solution to that problem. The dropshipping model has many issues, and you know what? Out of the top of my head right now, I know many people who have literally become millionaires out of dropshipping. But dropshipping has many issues, and you know why? Because although that you can make really good sales and without you having even touched the product, okay, the drop shipping model can have major issues. First of all, because you don't control the process. Okay, you rely too much on your supplier from China, and I have heard and I have seen some really horror stories of suppliers uploading fake tracking numbers and shady things like that. Or you have some many problems with PayPal or Stripe. They are controlling your business, so they don't let you scale. As I said, okay, I just said it, PayPal and Stripe control your scaling. I have a very good friend who he literally started like a month, maybe 2 months ago. He started scaling a product. He went from $100 in revenue per day to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 to 5,000 per day, and boom, when he went into $5,000 per day, boom, immediately PayPal, he limited his account. He started holding some of his money for the next 90 days, and you have to prove and you have to upload the tracking numbers, and no, you can't really sell that, and blah blah, and it becomes a really messy situation. So
I've got to add something in here really quick. Sorry to interrupt, but recently what's been happening is I've heard of people, I have some friends, and PayPal's been holding 100% of their funds for over 20 days. So this is a really serious issue.
This is one of the worst issues that you can do, and I don't even know one person, not only with drop shipping, even with me, even with me, that I have a lead generation business and online training. I call them, I tell them, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a product out, and this is all the things you need. But no matter what I did, they still disabled my account. Not banned. They still disabled my account for 4 hours. Okay, so people couldn't buy. So you can't really mess with PayPal. And I don't know not one person that it's been in this business for, doesn't matter for how long, that you wouldn't have any problems with PayPal. Okay, or Stripe. Stripe hates dropshipping. They really hate dropshipping. Another thing that makes all the things that I'm sharing with people really valuable, okay, and this is where I make most of my money. Tracking is all over the place. Okay, we know that the Facebook ads are reporting, but we all know that Facebook ads are way underreporting. So from what I've seen, literally the Facebook reports only 30 up to 80% of the sales. Okay. Maybe 80% you will say it's good, it's not that bad, but still, if you're running a 6-figure business, so $100,000 in sales, 20% it's 20 grand. It's still a lot. So today I'm going to try to help with Google Analytics to give a permanent solution to that problem. Too many gurus, too many screenshots, too many courses, and I've been a victim of it, to be honest. When I was just starting out, you would see you would try Facebook ads and nothing would convert, and you say, what the heck, man, why so many people I see making 10 grand per day and 50 grand per day and $100,000 a month, and I can't even, have one successful campaign to make $100 per day. And so there are so many people, and you will say, oh, he must have cracked the code. So you would go ahead and you will spend your hard-earned money, and you will see still nothing will convert. Still nothing will convert. So one of the things that you need to know is that you need to focus on your own business. Okay, of course there will be valuable courses. Of course there are many people who are really legit at what they're doing, but definitely you need to focus on what you do, and you need to take some of the money and try testing inside Facebook ads and testing always new products. Okay, relying solely on one traffic source. Okay, hint, Facebook ads. You know it. Facebook ads can be great, but if you put all your eggs in one basket, probably you will have some issues. So definitely there is a solution on that. You have Google AdWords. We're going to talk a little bit later in this presentation, but it's a bad thing relying solely on one traffic source, because I've seen it happen, and knock on wood that it doesn't happen to you. It happened to me. Okay, they banned my Facebook ads account like 6-7 weeks ago without any explanation. Okay, so the ban happened from Facebook. It happens to a lot of people, and it happens out of nowhere. So you never want to put all your eggs into one basket. Okay, never, ever. That's a big lesson learned from me. Although I knew it, I was a victim too. So you don't want to be the victim. 95% of your buyers are one-time buyers only. And if I ask every single one of you that you're running your Shopify store, and when I'm saying about Shopify, it may be, WooCommerce or Magento or Xcart or OpenCart. We just happen to discuss about Shopify because Shopify is the trend. Okay, but why do you have 95% of your buyers are one-time buyers only? Because you did an amazing job at targeting them people and get them, inside your website and get them into buying that really good product, but your backend sucks. Okay, you didn't do anything in order to get again these people and send them an email and do some of the things to make them believe in your products, make them believe in your brand, and make them buy again. Hopefully, I will today give you a solution to that. Okay. You are always looking for a winner, and product dies too early because there are hundreds of copycats. Okay, and I will give you an example. I can't reveal the name, or I can't reveal the product or the niche of the person I was working with, but I was working with a client where he made in 20 days, 20 or 25, maybe 25, he made $1.8 million in last November. Okay. He found a really great product. He scaled the hell out of it, okay? But then immediately, it doesn't take long after, hundreds of copycats trying to sell the exact same products using the exact same interest, using the exact same video ad. So you're always looking for a winner, okay? It's a great feeling when you have a winner and, you can start selling and scaling the hell out of it, but you will not want to be inside this phase where you're always looking for a winner. Okay, hopefully I can get to help you today in that as well. So solutions are here, and here are the top 6 mistakes you're doing right now and how to solve them, of course. So mistake number 1, you're not tracking your Facebook ads. Okay, and as I told you before, the reporting is all over the place from Facebook. Okay. What is the solution? Solution is Google Analytics and UTM tagging that will help you scale your ads to the moon. And as I always like to have some actionable stuff that you will get after this presentation, because I really respect your time being here, okay? And I really want to help you. I really want to help you right now to get some ideas of how to tag and track your Facebook ads inside Google Analytics. So what I have created is I have created this URL tagging sheet okay, in order to help you, scale, and in order to help you tag and track your Facebook ads. So who knows right here what tagging is, what UTM tagging? Give me a shout out in the chat box. Who doesn't know what tagging is? Come on, people. Yup. Nope, nope. I do have yup. I do have nope, nope. Okay. So I will explain it other way. That I just wanted to see what's the deal here. So what is UTM tagging? You see that URL over here, and I will get to explain. So you see that I have normally my URL is this one. So mystore.com/product. Okay, product one, and here my URL ends. By using UTM tracking, okay, is using all these UTM source and UTM medium and UTM content that you're about to see. So let me open it up in a new tab so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, is attaching all these UTM codes after my URL, so mystore.com/product, and attaching all these UTM source, and we give them that it's from Facebook, and I'm going to explain that in details right here, using all these UTM codes where we know exactly where our traffic is coming from. And we're not using UTM tagging only on Facebook ads. We can use it, on Instagram, on newsletter, on Pinterest, and all that kind of stuff. So what happens is, let's say that I have a product and I want to tag my URL. So let's say that I have my store, let's say dimitristore.com/t-shirt. Let's say that I want to tag this product. Instead of taking this URL over here, the process that I'm going to show you, you see here in column F, what you get, it gets automatically whatever I insert right here, you see. Okay, it gets automatically in column F. So I will remove that. Okay, so you see it's saying this. So let's say that I want to tag this URL and I want to track this specific campaign. So dimitristore.com/t-shirt. Source is always going to be Facebook, not FB, not FB.com, not FB.com, not FB whatever. Facebook, because you want to have all your data congruent. Medium is always going to be CPC, paid advertisement. In the content, and you see here it's ended. So UTM source Facebook, medium CPC. Content, we don't have anything yet. We're start building that up. So content, let's say that we want to split test and we want to do mail 2544. Let's do a desktop ad. Okay, let's say that this is a website conversion ad, and let's say that this is a lookalike of 1%. Okay, and this is whatever. This is just my way of showing you how this works. And campaign, let's say that this is t-shirts 1. So I will take this URL over here, Command C or Control C if you're on Windows, and when I paste it, when I paste it right here, I will click enter. I have all the information that I need over here. So inside Google Analytics, I know specifically where does my traffic comes from. And inside Google Analytics right here, if I go into acquisition campaign, and this is just a test, it's not even a store, it's just a test site that I use for demonstrations, okay, I will find all my campaigns over here, and I know that they're Facebook CPC. And in order to see that specific ad set, I will go into secondary dimension and I will type in ad content. So here inside Google Analytics, why this is really, really important, because I will be able to see here that specific campaign. I will be able to see all my ad content, all my ad sets I have right here, and I know specifically what is the conversion rate, what are the transactions I made, and what is the revenue. So I know exactly where the traffic comes from, and I know exactly which campaigns to scale, which campaigns to kill, which campaigns to scale out. Okay, I know it might be a little bit like a daunting task in the beginning. I know, trust me, I've done it like many times, and it can be a really, really daunting task. but this is the only way to know how to scale. If you want to move on right here, and don't worry, I'm going to share that with you as my gift over here. What you can do is that you can copy and paste a few times over here, and you see if I want to split test 35 to 44, I'm ready. If I want to split test 45 to 54, I'm ready. If I want to split test 55 to 64, I'm ready. So you see right here, I have all my URLs ready. Let me move that over here. That's my bad because it gets the information over here. Okay. For some reason it gets campaigns, all campaigns. Anyway, that's my bad. Don't worry about that. So let's say that I want to split and test now the same thing for female. Let's I do female. Let me do female. So boom, you see we have 8 tag URLs ready to go ahead and play. What is the one thing that you really learned in a specific way? And this is one of the things that we need to not necessarily change, but I will show you what is the proper way. Okay, so I do have one campaign right here, and I know that one campaign, no matter how many adsets I have, I can point all my adsets to ad number 1. Okay, so I know that I get all the social proof, the likes, the comments, the shares, okay, in only one tag URL. Okay, that's great. But you know what? After having, if I want to split test, I can't really use all these URLs because on another level, I have only one tag URL I can use. Okay, and by saying tag URL, I don't really mean using the URL parameters. You don't need to use the URL parameters. Trust me, I have tried them all. We have run many campaigns in the agency I was working, okay? And trust me, this is the best way, although it sucks as a process, this is the best way to know and scale your campaigns. So the best way to do it is like this. Let me show you. So you have one campaign right over here, and you have ad number 1, ad number 1, and this is the GoodGL, this is the URL shortener that I'm using right now, GoodGL, because I don't want to use, this whole tag URL, and I'm using GoodGL. You can use Bitly as well or some other shorteners. The only reason that I'm using this one is because it works great with Google Ads. Okay, ad set number 2, ad number 2, ad set number 3, ad number 3. And let's say that I split tested by age over here, okay, and then I can go inside Google Analytics and I can say, you know what, the 25 to 34, okay, has a revenue of 150, but the cost is 120. So probably I'm losing money on this one. But the ad number 2, you see that the revenue is $250, but the cost is 100. So over here in asset number 4, you see that my revenue is $50 and my cost is 100. So this is the only way to know that I can kill this campaign, the ad number 4, okay, and I can scale the hell out of the 35-44 because this is my best audience right now. This is just an example, of course, but I hope that you get the idea. And afterwards, we are going to get into a Q&A session. So let me share that with you over here so you have that spreadsheet. Central. Okay. So let me go back. So this is the solution for Google Analytics UTM tagging, and let me go back to the presentation. Okay, as we said, mistake number 2, you focus solely on Facebook ads. And as I said before, the solution can come into many different traffic sources like Google Ads, like email marketing, Instagram, YouTube ads, remarketing. Remarketing is the simplest thing that you can do on Google Ads. Is really similar. Is really similar to Facebook, that you create a custom audience, a remarketing list of all the people that have visited your site. You don't even have to spend money, extra money on bringing new people. You just remarket to all the people that came from Facebook. Okay, so do me a favor and start advertising. The weirdest thing, the weirdest story I had one person I was working with, and he had 4,000 emails of previous buyers, and he has never emailed them once. Yeah, I dropped my teeth, I dropped my hair the moment that I listened to that. So definitely, you don't need to always need to focus on finding new people inside Facebook, new people, new people, new people. You need to start building assets. Okay, and one of the assets that you need to start building is your email marketing list with buyers. Mistake number 3. You focus only on revenue and not profit. And we talked a little bit, discussed a little bit about this before. Okay, many people show you a really big screenshot right now, and you say $100,000. Wow, and you say, oh man, 100 grand. That's great. That's awesome. But what would you prefer? Would you prefer a store that makes $100,000 but the expenses are 95 grand, so it leaves you with 5 grand in profit? Or would you prefer a 30 grand where the expenses are 15 grand, so it leaves you with 15 grand in profit? So the only way to know is by using a really simple really simple Google sheet where you daily tracking your revenue and expenses. And trust me, although it looks like, oh, duh, of course, okay, you have no idea how many people don't do it. Too many people don't do it, or they think they're doing it properly, but they're not. Okay, focus on profit. Taxes. No one is talking ever about taxes. Everybody's talking about, I know that in the United States the taxes are like 35, 40%. Okay, in Netherlands it's like 52%. Here in Greece it's like 35, 40%. If something is like 50% or 40%, it's nearly half of your business, half of your profit goes to taxes. Okay, so you definitely need to account everything. Shopify apps, PayPal fees, Shopify fees. You have employees, designers, VAs, cost of goods, Facebook ads, rent, telephones, and this is money you have to make for your time as well. Okay, so make sure that you're daily tracking all of your revenue and expenses and come up with your profit. And as I always say, if you don't know your numbers, you don't have a business. And I know it might be a little bit harsh, but that is the reality. Okay. Mistake number 4. People don't know you. People don't trust you. I see so many people asking and whining every single day, all day long about Facebook ads and the freaking Pixel and the freaking PayPal and AliExpress and blah, blah, blah. And I take a look at their site, and their site sucks. They don't even have an about us page. They have an about page where they have the lorem ipsum. Okay, this is so crazy. So Facebook ads is just a traffic source, nothing more or nothing less. What you need to do, the solution here is you need to eliminate all the conversion killers, and you need to increase your trustworthiness and authority of your store. And if you stay until the end, and hopefully you will get your list of the 10 really important conversion killers. But I'll tell you one thing: trust seals, reviews, okay, and about page, the trust signals telling them that there's a verified secure checkout, or using images that they're really showing the use of the product, or even videos. Okay, you will get the list, and you will get that list of 10 important conversion killers that you could go ahead and apply today. Okay, I want you to take action today, or at least tomorrow. Mistake number 5. You're not taking advantage of the traffic you have already. We have already talked a little bit about this, and I said remarketing on Google Display Network. Trust me, I have run more than $5 million in ad spend for Google campaigns when I was working in the agency and when I had some clients of my own. And this is the simplest thing that you can do. Okay, you don't even have to pay someone to do it. There are tons of free videos on YouTube on how to set up remarketing. I even have a video on my YouTube channel to do it. But please take advantage of it today, or I said even at least tomorrow. Mistake number 6. You focus on quick cash and you're not building a real asset. Okay, dropshipping can be great, but dropshipping cannot be for really long. You really need to focus on building a real brand, giving an amazing customer experience. Okay, one, and create a real brand that you could later on sell from 25 grand even to a million, even higher. Okay, you need to create an asset because you always need to think about why you are in this business. Okay, you are in this business to work all day, every single day long. Okay, uh, unless you are enjoying it, but most of the people ask, most of the people have another motivation. We want to travel the world, or we want to spend time with our friends or with our family, or spend time with ourselves, or buy that new Ferrari, or buy that new, I don't know, get vacation in that exotic place. But definitely, if you're having a simple drop shipping where you don't really have spent time and giving an amazing customer experience, this is not something that will take you really, really further. You need to focus on building a real brand, building a great experience for your customers. Okay, you need to treat your customers like king, and think of it like this: all of the things that they go inside, the things that the actual product that people receive, usually from AliExpress it takes like 5 to 6 weeks. That's a lot of time, guys. And when they receive it, they just receive a simple box with no thank you note inside, with no branding, no logo, no nothing. So this is why you have 95% of your buyers are one-time buyers only. Okay, you need to focus on building a real brand. So, show me the money. Let me show you about the case study about the $100,000 pure profit. But before I do that, I want to see your feedback. Do you like what I'm sharing with you today? Okay. Do you like? Give me a hell yeah. Give me a shout out right now. Let me know that I'm not alone, all alone right here, and I'm just sharing stuff with you. Shall I continue? Yeah, no, Vlad says yes. Easy says yes. Awesome. Dmitry, Terry, Nick, yeah, baby. Awesome, very good. Paul, Terry, Normandy, Kimberly, yes, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for the feedback. So let's continue. Let's continue and give you the thing why you came here for. So this is going to be a pure value presentation. I'm going to keep continuing the pure value, and these are the things that you need to apply today, or at least tomorrow. So tip number one, I was working with this client, and I will tell you the exact things that we did in order to get his store into $100,000 in pure profit only by learning how to use the analytics data. Optimizing the store for speed. Okay, and usually all the stores have an average page load time in most of the stores are 7 to 8 to 10 seconds. Okay, the best I've seen is like 2 seconds, maybe 1.5, and the worst I've seen was like 3 minutes. Okay, so definitely we're living in the era that I want it here and I want it now. So what we did is that, and I'm going to share that link with you. So Google gives us, let me use Amazon right here and analyze. Okay, so I know that's in Greek, guys. I can do anything to change that. It gets my IP. So what it gives us, Google gives us this tool to have the ability to have the page speed insights and to see how Google sees our store right now. And you see here that Amazon tells you that this is 65% on mobile and 65% on a desktop, and it tells you directly what are the things that you need to work on. Okay, it tells you that you need to work on your JavaScript and CSS, or you need to clear the cookies, or you need to go ahead with your images and resize them and stuff like that. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get this link where I'm sharing with you all. Okay, and okay, I sent the link. So you need to get ahead and go ahead, and maybe you can go even to Fiverr and find a programmer that with less than 150 bucks that he will literally can solve all these problems for you. And what we did, he had like 52% on mobile and 55% on desktop. We went the top up to 85 on mobile and 90 on desktop, and that literally let me go back to my presentation. That literally helped pull the speed up, and we went into 2 seconds. So that literally helped really much at the conversion rate get up and start making way more money. And if you want to see what is your average page load time, you need to go inside your analytics and go to this path, behavior, site speed overview to see yours. Tip number 2, optimizing Facebook ads based on desktop and mobile conversion rate. And this is one of the screenshots that I have right here to show you as an example. And the path is audience mobile overview. And you see right here that mobile is the king. Okay, we know it. We all know that mobile is the king. You see people are spending 1 minute and 37 seconds on average, and you see that we have 55 grand, and the conversion rate is really good, 2.5. But you see what I'm seeing right here, and this is the exact same thing that we did with that store, with that client. Okay, although my desktop users are nearly half, so you see 25 grand sessions compared to 48,000 sessions, I see that I brought more revenue with 25 grand rather than I brought with 48,000 sessions in revenue in mobile. Okay, and you know what else I'm noticing over here? That the average session duration, people spend 1 more minute inside your store right now, and you know what I think? That I have double the conversion rate on desktop ads compared to mobile. Okay, so don't neglect desktop. People, if you think about it, who are the people that are spending enough time in desktop? There are people like me, but it's like 10:30 p.m. and they're usually at home, so they have a bigger screen, so they're spending more time. Or usually people that are at work and they're really bored to work, and they are into your store and they're browsing around, and hopefully they're buying something. So the more time people spend inside your store, the more chances are people seeing more and more products, and the more chances are buying something more. So definitely this is something that you need to take a look. Tip number 3, optimizing Facebook ads based on location of the user, and this is amazing. Okay, the path inside analytics is audience geolocation, and if you click, for example, if you're sending traffic only only to United States, if you click on United States, you have the ability to see specifically what are all the states, the United States, that you're doing the best. And so here, you can see, for example, that in Arizona, for example, I have a 4.21% conversion rate compared to 2.85 that I have in New York. So by having all this knowledge, you have the ability to go ahead and, instead of targeting the whole United States, you can go ahead and say, you know what, since my best converting region is Arizona, I'm going to try some Facebook ads specifically for Arizona. And this is what we did. And if you want to take it a step further, you can click on California, and you can see, for example, that, you know what, I'm doing a great job in San Diego, but in San Francisco, I'm losing money. Okay, it's really easy to see right now if you're making money, because you can see, for example, if on California, let's take an example here. Let's take New York. Okay, so you send 6,300 sessions. So if on average you have like $70 per click, here you spend like 4 grand, maybe 45 grand, not 4,500, sorry, not grand, in order to bring all these people from New York, and here you made 7,700. If you add the cost of goods, the cost of bots, and all that kind of stuff, probably New York here is losing you money. So after you start analyzing, you will see what is the right path that you need to follow. Tip number 4, same thing, but optimizing Facebook ads based on hour of the day and day of the week that the store converts. So what we did, we have some special report over here that we saw the specific days over here, and we took it one step further, and we show the specific hours of the day that the store is converting. So you see right now, for example, at 9 a.m. in the morning, I have a 4.69 conversion rate. And of course, only conversion rate doesn't say damn thing. Okay, if I don't have enough data, but this is just an indication to see what are you doing right now. Okay, but compared to 6 p.m. in the morning, 6 p.m. in the afternoon, you see I have a way worse conversion rate. So what we did and what was the case on his store, we realized, but after analyzing, a lot of data, and it was a lot of work, to be honest, but it was really, really worth it. We realized that people, especially women, we were targeting women over 40, 45 plus in a women's niche, that we realized that from 1 a.m. in the morning to 6 a.m. in the morning, we had more people that were clickers rather than buyers. So by excluding inside Facebook ads, this type of thing, we saved a lot of money. We saved a lot of money. And we took it a step further, so we analyzed time of the day times day of the week. So we took it a step, really, really step further, and I won't lie, it took us really, really some time, but we get to nail down his specific audience. Okay. Tip number 5, optimizing Facebook ads based on specific mobile devices. And guys, this goes golden, guys and girls. This goes golden, okay, because in my mind, I had like, everybody could tell you that, what, iPhone devices kicks ass. And I will tell you the same thing, but that wasn't the case on this store. Because on this store, we realized that iPhone devices were not converting as well as Android devices. For some reason, women in America over 45 plus don't prefer the iPhone. So by excluding all the iPhone devices and by targeting the Android devices, we had the ability to scale big time. I can tell you that this was our biggest win. Maybe probably half of the money came out of this move. Okay. And the last tip that we already discussed is tagging and tagging your Facebook ads. And here's the acquisition campaigns, all campaigns. This is the path that you need to follow. And this is, I was trying some Sanford campaigns. And here you can see all the information that I shared with you. So who's excited? I want to know if you really, really, really like what I'm sharing over here. Give me a yeah, yeah, yeah. Who's with me? Who's with me? Yeah, Kimberly, Vlad, Luisa, Terry, Jennifer, awesome. Normani, you betcha. Awesome. Yeah, Tristan, Betterbeck, Nick, awesome. So let me continue then, since you like this kind of great stuff. So these are all the tools that I'm using right here. And this is a Chrome extension, the Google Analytics URL Builder and the Google URL Builder. But this is the Google Sheet that I have already shared with you, because the Google Sheet gives you the ability to not tag one by one, which is the disadvantage in those two. You need to tag more than one at a time. So right now you have two choices, okay? And the choice number 1 is that you can keep trying to figure all these things by yourself, okay? This is not recommended. But even if you get all this free information in this pure value webinar, I do this for a living, okay? And this is the choice number 2 you have. You can let me help you scale your online business, because this is what I do for a living. And I've done it before, okay? This is a real testimonial. If you go inside my Facebook goal, you will see here's how I helped Olaf make 55 grand in 4 days, okay? Because I helped him scale his number by using solely Google Analytics. And here's how I helped Napoleon make 20 grand in 72 hours. This is from a private message. Napoleon buyers over here, he used to make about $500 in a day, and $500 in a day, and he broke 20 grand in 72 hours. Okay, and this is another message, the same message that he made 45 grand in 5 days. This is the same week, and I asked him, what did you do? And he said, I dove way into the Google data, scaled my ads, manual bidding during my converting hours, and got it down to specific mobile devices. This is the results right here. Donald Wilson, owner at Gear Bubble, very good friend and mentor. He gave me a testimonial and says that he's the only person I trust to guide us. I highly recommend working with him. Okay, here's how I helped Jeffrey make $83,000 in sales out of a presentation I made at Thomas Barke event. Okay, another 10K saved in ad spend, and we should cross 100K in the next 2 weeks due to you. So, introducing Conversion Masters. Okay, this is the ultimate e-commerce course of 2017. So, if you want to learn all these things that we already discussed, how to scale your Facebook ads to the moon, how to write and about a space that converts like crazy, to read your Google Analytics data, and to eliminate your conversion killers in your Shopify store, how to diversify your traffic sources with email marketing, SEO, Instagram, and Google Ads, how to increase your conversion rate without the hassle, how to build a branded store that creates customers for life, the secrets of Google Ads. I have a full module of more than 2 hours that I go into the details of remarketing, Google searching, Google search, Google display, Google shopping, even Gmail ads. No one is teaching Gmail ads and no one is taking advantage of them. How to find products that are going to sell well before you even test them. How to identify buying interest with ease. How to create an amazing customer experience that increases your value in the market. Okay, don't miss this. And this is what the members area looks like, where I have more than, I think there are close to 40 videos right now where I talk about all the things that you saw right here. And in more details, I have more than 5 hours of no fluff content. So in module number 1, you will learn, even if you don't have Google Analytics, you will learn how the Google Analytics work, how to install Google Analytics in your store, and the basic Google Analytics terminology. And this is something that I have created myself and giving it away for you. Module number 2, how to keep the conversation going, search engine optimization, how to tag and track your Facebook ads, but we already gone into that here. Email marketing, I have a secret, not actually a secret, but I have created a tool for me that helps me plan my whole month in advance for email marketing. YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Module number 3, how to set up goals and Google Analytics and how to set up your funnel tracking, e-commerce tracking, traffic sources. Module number 4, geo-targeting, device targeting, demographics, interest, all my reports on day of the week and time of the day, and I'm adding more content as we speak. Module number 5, we will talk about major conversion killers, write the perfect about us page, product research, raising trustworthiness and authority. Module number 6, Google Ads, proper keyword research, campaigns naming and setup, writing, how to write compelling text ads, dynamic ads and dynamic remarketing, Google Shopping, Google Customer Maps. These are things that no one is teaching, and these are the things that I practice, okay? I'm not just teaching them, I'm practicing them every single day. How to create remarketing campaign on display network, dynamic remarketing, sequences, similar audiences, Gmail ads, even YouTube campaign and targeting. So let's recap. This is what you get when you decide to invest in the course today. All 7 modules, and these are straight to the point, step-by-step videos, and plus I'm adding more videos in the next week. Okay, a private Facebook group where I answer all of your questions. A Jumpstart webinar, because I don't want this to be just another course bot. I'm here for you. I really care about your success. I have created some custom e-commerce reports because you don't have to spend like 5-6 hours per day where I spend for me and my clients. Okay, they're ready to plug and play, and these are things that you won't find anywhere else. Okay, as we say, not found in stores. This is something that you will not find anywhere else because I have created them. I have created them for my use and for my clients. Okay, access to my Rolodex, access to my personal list of must-have tools, and there are tools that you can definitely find somewhere else, but you will find more than 5 sheets like the Google URL tagging sheet. That these are tools that I have created for my use, and you can't find them anywhere else, and I'm giving it away with Conversion Masters today. And access to me. Okay, and you see here I say value prices, and I promise I won't leave you hanging. I love helping people, and I really do care about your success. So inside your Facebook group, You can ask me. We do also webinars, improve more Facebook Lives that are out of out of nowhere, because I really care about your success and I don't want this to be just another course, okay, that you will never implement. And I have an unannounced bonus, and I have Ben Malol giving us an exclusive Facebook ads training on how to master the art of Facebook ads, and he's talking about scaling, targeting, manual bidding, all. And here is the new videos, is the module number 8. We have already, he has created 4 videos for us, and he's adding more and more. Targeting, he goes 1 hour deep into targeting. I trust me, you have never ever seen that anywhere. Optimization, auto bidding versus manual bidding, how to master manual bidding from Ben. And this is another video that I have created, how to do Facebook audience insight research. I'm adding content because I don't want this to be just another course you bought. Okay, if you don't happen to know Ben, Ben is the creator of the social marketing masterclass, where he has like hundreds of students right now, and he's the owner of the Facebook ads group. He has more than 28,000 people. This is the biggest group inside Facebook that talks about Facebook ads, and he's a good friend and partner. Okay, and as I told you, I care about you. Okay, I truly care about your success, and I charge anywhere from 5 to 25 grand for one-on-one. Okay, and you won't have to pay that much. Okay, what I would say is that even if I would ask 3 grand, would be a really fair price for this information. Trust me, I have so many people that are making way much more money than I do by teaching them the things that I'm going to teach you, the exact same things over here. And $14.97 would feel like a steal. Okay, even $9.97, even $4.97, but I'm not even asking for this much. Okay, $2.97, one time, that's it. No tricks, no upsells, you don't need anything else. Okay, that's it. And I know how much you're going to love this course, so I'm giving you a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Okay, what I want from you is to go study and execute. And if you don't get at least your money back, okay, ask for a refund, and I will happily give it you. You know, I'm a person who honors what he has to say, and I have worked with more than 50 plus clients this past year. Okay, and I have helped more than 1,300 people already through webinars, through public speaking, through all my trainings, my free Facebook Lives and YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but I have to tell you right here that it's not for everyone. If you're not willing to take action, if you're not serious about your business right now, and if you see the $300 as an expense, okay, or if you want just to take this course for free, because unfortunately we have this kind of people, okay, please don't buy the course. Okay, I don't need these people. I really need people who really can help themselves, and I'm here for you, and I will help you. Okay, it's only for serious entrepreneurs that they're willing to scale their business to the moon. I can guarantee you I have all the results that you need. Okay, and here's the promised bonus. As I always like to keep my word, let me share you the promised bonus. Let me send it over here. Send it to all. Okay. So right now, if you need to invest, I have a special link for you that I work here with Keith, Pat, and Russell, and this is the link. You need to go to ecominspector.com/conversion, and I will throw the link right over here, because you need to go ahead right now to invest, because what I'm telling you right now, okay, that this is closed right now. My course is closed. For some reason, I can't really throw, okay, I can. So ecominspector/conversion, I have just thrown the link for you right now. And if you go to my course right now, you will see that this is closed. This is a special link only for you guys right now. This is a special link only for you people. ecominspector.com/conversion. If you need to invest, you have nothing to lose, because you come, all these comes with my $297, all these comes with my 30-day money back guarantee. Okay, and I honor my word. Go ahead, study, and execute, and you will get your money. Not only you will get your money back, I can guarantee you that you will get a 10x at least ROI, at least. So let me go to answer some questions. Let me go to Q&A because I see that we have a lot of questions over here. I have been, Luisa says, I have been trying to get someone to help me with this, and they're all quoting lots of money to do it. I know, Luisa. I'm one of them. Okay, I'm asking a lot of money to do it because I started by helping people for free. Then I started charging like 2 years ago $50, then 100, then 200, 500. But I would see that many people, when they started playing to their true potential and started realizing what's the power inside analytics, I started raising my prices and doubling my prices. So eventually I have come to a point where I ask a lot of money, but still no one's going to pay me like $5,000 if you're doing right now, if you're doing $300 per month. Okay, but if you're doing $100,000 and you want my help to scale to 150,000, would you give me $5,000 right now? Yes, you would. Yes, you would, because of course I'm not God. I cannot guarantee you, but I have all the proven results that I need, because out of the 50 plus clients that I work, I have only two people that they didn't get the results that they were hoping. Okay, and one of them, one of the people that they didn't get the results that he wanted, he didn't get to do the job. Okay, and of course, if you don't get to do the job, of course you won't get the results. But the other one, he tried a lot of things, but his products were not really good. Okay, all the other people have gone. I had a person getting my feedback inside 4 hours, in 4 hours, 4 freaking hours, and then he scaled his business. This is the same guy that I told you that he made $1.8 million in 25. Okay, in 25 days. This is crazy. So definitely what you need to do is that you need to invest today in Conversion Master by clicking this link right now, and you definitely need to invest right now, because this is the exact same information. Okay, but I want to be fair and I want to be straightforward with everybody. Either you invest in this course today or not, I want you to go ahead, because I gave a pure value presentation for a full hour, and I want you to go ahead and implement. The course is what is going to help you scale even further, because you will have my pure guidance over here. How do these tracking links for Pinterest, Instagram? The same thing. Instead of going Facebook CPC, you will go right here, like the example I saw you right here, mystory.com's t-shirt. The source is going to be Instagram, and the medium is going to be influencer, and let's say his name is Tom Jones. So you will get this link over here, Jennifer, and you will use the same thing. Let me see some other questions here. There's so many questions that I have lost a lot of them. So how much traffic do you need to be able to optimize like this? At least a week of data. It depends on what type of traffic that you are sending every single day to your store. But if you have like 10 visits per week, okay, that's not enough traffic. But if you can have like 200 up to 500, even more visits per week, that's definitely enough data to help you scale. Dimitris, what about us who haven't even got consistent sales? Israel asks. That's a great question. So even if you haven't get consistent sales yet, you need to have all the foundation set up correctly right from the beginning, because I can guarantee you, I wish when I was starting out back in 2010, I wish that someone has told me this is what you need in order to scale your business, and this is, how much money I lost. I probably have invested in the past 7 years more than 25 grand in courses and stuff like that I didn't even open. Okay, because I didn't have someone to guide me and tell me this is what you need to do today in order to help your business. Okay, so even if you don't have consistent sales today, what you need to do is either you invest in this course or not, you need to set up all your analytics and tracking on point, and there are so many things that you need to implement, and you need to focus in order to increase your trustworthiness and authority of your store. So you need to increase your conversion rate. Okay. Anmol says, perhaps I'll come back then when I'm out of newbie mode. I don't agree, and I just explained that to Isra right now. Now, Anmol, even if you are a newbie, you need to set the foundation right, okay? Because you need to understand these things. What if I'm not making much in my store at the moment? Yes, we explained that to Luisa. What other investment would we have to make apart from the fee? Nothing. Right now, all the money that you will need is all the money to test inside Facebook ads. Nothing else. You don't need any more money. The best info. Thank you, Dmitry. Thank you so much. Let me see any other question. Let me get a sip of water. Okay. Are you still following right here? Did you like what I shared with you today? What's the number one reason right now you're not investing in this course? Tell me right now that what's the number one reason why you're not investing in this course. And John, thank you so much for being part of the course. Thank you so much for investing in the course today. Awesome, thank you. Thank you for the great words. Excited, top stuff. Mervin, thank you. Awesome. How do I track separate assets rather than whole campaign? We explained that this is the process that you need to use with the URL tagging sheet, Dimitri, so you know specifically all the assets like we did right here. These are all specific assets that we need to track over here. You put CPC for both PPE and WC campaigns? No, yes, I do, because CPC is more like to show that this is paid advertisement. That but I use PPE and WC in the asset level. You see right here, WC or mobile nurses, mobile PPE and WC. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I missed any of the questions. Okay. I don't know if it will help my business if I'm struggling with targeting. It definitely will help your business, Israel, because I'm have a full-blown video where it helps you re-identify buying interests. Okay, I've been doing this professionally for a long time now, and I know what I'm doing, and I have helped more than 50 plus clients one-on-one in this past 18, 19 months right now to help them scale their business. And I have seen, different general stores. I have seen niche stores. I have seen small stores. I have seen big stores. Let me see. Because Luisa, because I have so many other courses I still haven't completed. Probably you will never get to complete them, Luisa. The thing is that you don't need just another course. This is what I said. This is not just another course. This is a course that you need to go ahead and implement today. You need to focus on that, because I've been a victim of that. Okay, you have no idea how many courses I was buying courses for 97, for 297. Even I think that the biggest money I've spent for course was like 997. Okay, and where I was at the point where I was making a grant for a paycheck, and I spent 997 for a course, and I didn't get to open it. Okay, so no course, no coach, no nothing is going to save you if you don't get ahead and implement. Okay, I lost 6 years of my life of not making proper money and playing way under my game because I used to have that shiny object syndrome. Okay, so if you're going to invest in this course today and you're not going to open it, please don't invest. There's no need for you to invest in this course today, right now. What I want, you have my iron glad guarantee for 30 days that if you go ahead, study and execute, even if you don't get to invest in the course today, go ahead and implement what you learned here for today. Sounds like an awesome course, but 297 is a lot of money right now, Noam. Noam, I get your situation and I respect that, but if you see that 297, that is a lot of money right now, probably chances are that you will have a hard time scaling your business to 10 grand, 15 grand, 20, 50, 100 grand per month, okay? And I know a lot of people that have done this, but you don't need to see that as an expense, or you don't need to see that as a lot of money. You need to see that 297 as an investment, okay? And trust me, I have too many people, and you can go ahead in my Facebook wall and see how many people vouch for me because I do this. I actually help people. Even if I'm asking right now for your money, still I spend like the past hour giving you pure value, nothing held back, okay? So trust me, you don't want to see 297 as a lot of money. When I started in this business, I said, oh God, I wish I can make like $500 per month. Okay, and right now you say, man, I need to make like $100,000 per month, and $150,000 and $200,000, even only from consulting or from training and all that kind of stuff. So it really depends on your situation. If you think that 297 is a lot of money, you will have a difficult time. Okay, I can guarantee you, because I have the exact same mindset as you have right now, and I'm saying that Noam with the greatest intention. I don't have any intention, to insult you or something like that. But I gotta tell you that 297 is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, because this is the exact same information that I'm charging 5 grand, and this is the exact same information that helped my clients make $20 million collectively this past year. Do you still believe that 297 is a lot of money? I have Google Analytics implemented, Isra, just haven't had the time to figure it out fully. Trust me, you want to figure out analytics. Either you invest in a course or not, either you want to listen to me or not, you will want to get inside your numbers in Google Analytics, because this is the only way to scale your business. I wish you could split the course in two and offer half now and half later and something like that. No, I can't do, at least right now, there's not an option to do something like that. I'm sorry. If you're not recommending dropshipping, could you tell us something about the model you're using? I'm not saying that I'm not recommending dropshipping. I just said that dropshipping has a lot of problems, and it's definitely one of the models that can cause a lot of problems. But I know a lot of people that are using it and they're making like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I know a few people that are making millions with dropshipping. The next step is taking it into a branded situation where you can use a fulfillment center in the United States or in Europe, and they can take care all these things for you, or you can even go into print-on-demand stuff. Nick. I'm not questioning the value, but it's expensive. I can't really argue with that. So I don't think that is expensive. If you think it's expensive, I think I already answered this question. What is the price for the pro version from the Ecom inspector? I don't really know. Maybe Russell or Keith, can come in and answer this question, because I don't really know, to be honest.
I think we're offering it right now to the members of Niche Miner or for $67. But let me see. If you go to ecominspector.com, I'll send you a link. Can you please? I'll speak with an offer for $67. For whoever is interested, can you please email me at or send a message here? Just put a message in the chat box and I'll send you that link.
Okay.
Demetris, somebody asked if you're not recommending drop shipping. Can you please tell us something about the model you're using?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
I
great
answered. Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah. I said about the, using a fulfillment center, or I only said that I'm not. It's not that I'm not recommending drop shipping. I just said that it has some major issues. And let me see. How deep does the course go in picking good products? AW, I see the name. I don't really know what's the name. It goes really, really deeply, and I'll tell you one thing. I'm not even using AliExpress at the beginning. I have like 10 different URLs that I'm using right now to go ahead and find really, really unique products, because one of the biggest problems that I see is that every single person is selling the same shit. Sorry for my friends, but that's the reality. Okay, I can tell you right now that I have a customer who is selling a bracelet for $100, 100, and it's selling like crazy. Okay, I even couldn't believe it when I saw it, because I said, man, that's a bracelet, really? That's a bracelet. It sells for $100, yeah, but it sells for $100 because the reality is that he didn't go ahead to spend the bracelet for $1.50 and try to sell it for $10. He found the bracelet for $20 and now he's selling it for 100. So I really, really teach how to up your average order value and up your numbers. Please send the link for Ecom Inspector. They want a link. Russell, you can send the link to every single body. So,
Yeah,
do you have?
if you stand by, I just have to dig the link up here. So if you stand by for a few minutes, I'm going to put it in the chat box for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you have any questions? Make sure that you jump in today using this link. Let me put it one more time over here. ecominspector.com/conversion, and this is just guys and girls specifically for you. Okay.
Matt, you did such an awesome job so far, Demetris.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you recommend you use AliExpress but get higher quality price items. There is a whole process that I use. I have a video that it's like 20 minutes long that I can go, and I'm adding new videos as we speak. Okay, so I use AliExpress, but I use it at the very end. I use a bunch of other sites to identify products that are going to sell, well. Richard says, will this program be available next week? This link right now is going to be available till Sunday, but I really, really suggest you jumping in today, because I can guarantee you that this is a no fluff content. You can go ahead today and start implementing. Until Sunday, you can go ahead and get even the money back, the $297 that you're going to spend today. Even on Sunday, if you invest today, you will have get all the money back. I can guarantee you that. Okay, I'm no God, but definitely I have helped many, many people realize their true potential, and it really, not pisses me off, but it really makes me sad when I'm trying to still to convince, let's say, people. Okay, I don't have to prove anything, because all the results they're talking on themselves. If you see all the things that I shared here with you, you see, let me show you again. So all these things, if you go ahead and go to January 9th, this is like 3 months ago, you will see that Olaf has put this thing on my wall. Okay, if you go ahead, you will see that you will find, I can even show you the private messages. Okay, I'm not even kidding. These are all results from real people. Real people. I have helped many, many people to scale their online businesses, and it can happen this quickly. I can guarantee you. Let me go back. Let me see if you have any more. You did not answer the question of which other model you use other than the drop shipping. One, I answered the question when I said I answered the question twice already, and I said that I'm using drop shipping, but I said drop shipping has a lot of issues. Plus, I said that I'm using drop shipping, but I go ahead and use fulfillment center in the United States, where I have the ability to create, some custom boxes, branding, stickers. Plus, I have the ability to use print-on-demand companies as well. Will you share the other sites where we can buy product? I use AliExpress to buy product, but I share also some other sites that you can buy the products as well. Yes. I'm tired of dealing with the AliExpress at the moment. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Olaf says you're a god, Luisa. Olaf knows. I don't know. I know you're the real deal. Just want to assess if I will be a fit for the course. Even if you are a newbie right now, you can definitely set the foundation right. This $297 will be a great investment for your future. And I'm telling you what, okay, if you're not happy for any reason, you're not happy with my course, with my content, with my face, with whatever that I say, ask for your money back. Okay, right now you have nothing to lose. I have to lose, not you. I have to lose. Is there a module in the course that provides information for other product sources other than AliExpress? Yes, Richard, yes. Okay, thanks, Godi. Thanks. Keith, does Dimitris in his course reveal other sources to source products other than AliExpress? Yes, I do. Okay, guys. Okay. And goes to the conversion master course. Okay, so Ecom Inspector, yes, this is the link that you need to use, ecominspector.com/conversion. I think that we need to wrap up the call here. It was, okay. Awesome. Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you. Demetris, I want to give you a huge thank you. I'm going to email, for the people that left their link, I'm just going to email the Ecom Inspector link, and maybe we'll even send a follow-up email to you guys. But the focus of this call is on Demetris's offer, and so we want to remain focused on that and thank him for coming on, for providing that amazing info. So you didn't have to buy anything today, but it would be an obvious great investment to do so, but you didn't have to buy anything to get awesome value that Demetris provided. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's been a great pleasure. And I'll tell you one thing, guys, okay? No coach, no course, no nothing is going to save you. You have to save yourself, because this business is 99% hard work, mindset, failure, and all that kind of things. And this is 1% guidance. Okay, I want to be your 1%. This is what I'm here for, and this is not my main business. The only reason that I did this thing today, okay, and I have created this the Conversion Master course, is because I had literally like 2-3 messages every day, people asking and wanting to work with me, but really can't afford my fees, okay, can't afford my $5,000. And I really respect that, because not everybody is in the same position. So I think that I have created all this course, which has more than 40 videos, more than not even 5 hours, even more. Okay, now with all the additions from Ben Malol, probably it's like 7 hours, but it's no fluff content. Okay, you can go ahead and see, even from my free videos inside YouTube, you see that I don't like to say that I'm the real deal, but I'm really what you see. I really love helping people, and I really am here to help you scale your online business. Okay, right now you can invest today. Into the Ecom Conversion Masters course, and you have nothing to lose. Okay, if you're for any reason you're not happy, you have full 30 days to go ahead and execute. But even if you don't buy the course, even if you don't invest in the course today, still please go ahead and implement, because I shared such great things with you today. Okay, go ahead and set your analytics. Can we get the slides? Yeah, why not? Thank you. The same link. I like to go. I'm going to get this because like Dimitri's sexy accent. Oh God, yeah, I gotta do something that with the accent. The accent. What people told me that it magnetizes people because I'm not a native American. I'm not trying to speak, so it's a little bit of English, it's a little bit of Greek, it's a little bit of American, and you know, I'm getting better and better, but I'll never be an American. Guys and girls, thank you so very much. We wrap up this webinar today. Whatever you do, have a great night, morning, afternoon, wherever in the world you are. Either you invest in this course today. I want to thank you, thank you so much for being here with me today and spending your time with me, like Keith Russell and Pat today. Whatever you do, invest in yourself, invest in your business, and whatever you do, never ever give up. Okay, this is not an easy business, but you should consider yourselves really lucky because there are many people who have no idea what we're doing over here. Okay, and there will always be people that will work, you know, for $300, and that's the reality in my country. You know, in Greece, people working for 300, 400 bucks per month. Okay, and we have the ability to make that kind of money in an hour or so. Not all of us, but there are many people who are really blessed in working in their own Shopify stores.
Well, there's something else, Demetrius, too, about this is that the cost of capital, there's a couple of things that make this e-commerce a really attractive model the way you guys are doing it. And one is the cost of entry compared to other businesses is extremely low because you could just invest, I mean, a few $1,000s in ads before you're up and rolling, and, you know, buy a couple of courses, put some ads and get rolling, and then you have basically almost zero capital outlay to start a business, which is incredible. And not only that, but this is kind of direct response advertising when you're using social media ads, basically, you know, these Facebook ads, and so you could get a virtual instantaneous response. So think about, like, if you were going to open up a restaurant and you had to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then you would wait and get all the health department approvals, get all the food, the inventory, hire a bunch of employees, and then to find out that maybe you got it in the wrong location or your offer's not right. With this, you could just start doing some Facebook ads and instantaneously, within a matter of a week, can see if stuff is working or not. And that's really amazing. So you have low investment combined with the speed of you know, telling if something's verifiably working in the marketplace, and then you can quickly scale things. So this is just a really amazing business.
Absolutely. Israel, thank you so much for investing in the course, and David, thank you so much for investing in the course. I will see you on the other side. And whatever you do, guys, you know, never ever give up and keep fighting. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Keith, Russell, Pat, and all the other persons who are still on the call. Thank you so very much for being on the call tonight. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever in the world you are. This is Dimitris. I'm out. It's already 11:30, and it was a great pleasure being with you all tonight.
Thank you again, Demetrius. Talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.